Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. On this video, we're going to be doing the priority up, Epilogue, Home and Away. It's been some time since the battle against the Archon, and Meridian is beginning to function as a hub for humanity. Everyone is building on the foundation you gave them. Talk to your squad and crew, 0 out of 10. Alright, so right here we have an email terminal. It was not here before. Please add your thanks for the team. Initiative, Meridian, Helios. We almost didn't make it, but thanks to the bravery of the Pathfinder team, we have well and truly arrived. Add your voice and gratitude. Let them know that they have affected lives. Thank you so much. I am relieved beyond measure that my involvement was not necessary. Bran Cavan. There are no words. Waking up to this was amazing. G. Daniels, Posse Roth. Thank you. Seems like the thing to do. Candy Jensen. Thanks. Forever. Honestly. LP. Danky. To the team. H. Lowell. You're the best. Way to plant the flag. Cammy Tabbert. Simply thanks. Pam Aberdeen. Knew it would work out. They said we were good as dead, but I didn't see it, so I knew we'd come back from the brink. C. Pernia. Tack. We're going to make it work. M.K. Magnuson. Thank you, thank you. Knew we'd make it. Lori, Nev, and Ira. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Can't say it enough. HL. So grateful. Go team. WP. Grazie. Amazing ride. B. Garanti. So hopeful. Came here to be someone. Now we can. L. Lowell, V. Jess. Moving forward. Being stuck in stasis was rough, but it was nothing compared to what you did. Thank you. Paul Mugman. Thank you. Just thanks. Pony Moses. You're the best. Thanks for picking up my slack. Would have been amazed. Or Junior would have been amazed. Eric Camber. You're the best. You can drive my boat anytime. Captain I. Can't say enough. This is stupid. Heroes don't need thanks from me. I'm just normal. D. Aguta. So grateful. Your team is a lifesaver. They probably get that a lot. K. Tetarinko. A great story, Pathfinder. I'm going to write a book about this. V. Tethras. Thank you, team. Can't believe it. Jang Aguda. Words aren't enough. A new life because of you. Suki Maderos. Like they said, a small thanks from no one important. Yet. El Silvera. Sopas, Pathfinder. A light in the darkness. Tugela Alan. Or Alan. Tugela Allen. Gigi? Maybe? Pathfinder team? There's no way to thank you for the lives ahead of us. Jean Lu. Thank you. This was a strange journey to be on. C. May. Winners get raspberries! Team? Finding a home is brilliant. R. Jenny plus Whittle. There is a link to an animated texture of the Meridian Sphere, with an added arm gesturing with 2 fingers. Sam has helpfully noted that, while awesome, it is not to scale. Thanks, I guess. I could have helped if I had a Sam. Seahawk. This was and is the best. Glad to be back in the game. M. Fenton. My thanks. A radiant victory, team. Thank you all. Gen Z. Glad to be home. So glad to have made it. Thank you, team. Baha Jomi. Me too! So many thanks, Alora. I'll make it matter. Just like you, Pathfinder. Just like you. D. Sutherland. Thanks for this chance. I'm going to do great things. Singhua. Please read. Just wanted to say you did a good job. Madeline Schmidt. Elation! All times are 3:14. All dates are meringue. Space is custard and sort of flaky. MFK. Just a simple thank you. Like all the rest, it's just a thank you from a would-be pioneer. Hami Okiro. Inspirational. If anyone asks, your family. A. Hender. Forever grateful. The chance we all needed. A. Gend. So thankful. Anyone wants to complain about the job the team did, tell them to take it to me. Helen Watt. I can't stop crying. It's so beautiful. Ciala Kennedy. Happy landing day! Let's blow the roof off the place. Anders. Simple thanks, over and over. I'm a carpenter. My daughter's a pilot. We're alive. Thanks. That's all. Benny T. Nice planet. Inside out or not, feels like New Earth to me. B. Elba. I wanted home. I got family. Thanks to the team, I hope you found family too. L. Voth. Much love. New worlds, can't wait. Jattery Reese. Brave as shit. Pathfinder team is all heroes, far as I care. DB Cumbernold. P.S. I'm pushing this live to the outposts. Bet they want to say thanks too. List updating. Awaiting database upgrade. Speed of entries has exceeded civilian buffer. And that's the only thing to do in here. Let's leave.
The decision isn't yours.
Neither is it yours. That is the point, isn't it? Pathfinder, you're late.
I can't get 1 day off?
Save the cluster, straight back to work. I get it.
It must seem like that, but this wouldn't be possible without you.
As outposts become colonies, the cluster needs its own voice, a true council.
And while I maintain that it is premature, we must nominate an interim ambassador to represent concerns outside the Nexus. Or rather, you must nominate someone.
The position.
Interim ambassador? To what and for who?
To the Nexus. The eventual goal was always a galactic council, but Meridian has accelerated concerns.
An arc has landed. The vaults may make outposts self-sufficient, and we can't claim to represent a sovereign Angara. An interim ambassador would represent concerns outside the Nexus, until elections when we can all step aside.
At the appropriate time.
Why put this on me? Or there should be a vote. There should be a vote.
If this person is supposed to represent people, shouldn't the people have a say?
That is precisely why we need your backing.
We can't impose a vote on the Angara. Or even Kadara. Eladin? Won't happen.
But you've acted for everyone. If you endorse a name, some may disagree, but they will trust it as a starting point.
Someone to speak for Helios.
I put forward Pathfinder Hager. I'd suggest you, but someone might think you killed the Archon to elevate yourself. We can't allow the appearance of that. But Hager keeps the position and the timeline in the Nexus family.
Maybe an Angara? The Moshae?
The Angara need to help define the process. It's their right. Plus, the Moshae would help solidify relations.
We're already partnered, thanks to your efforts against the Rokar.
All the more reason to focus on our own issues.
An outpost leader? Bradley?
It feels like the original intent was to give that voice to the outposts. August Bradley's a proven leader.
On a considerably smaller scale.
He's kept EOS relatively stable, despite no militia presence.
We could give the Krogan a voice.
If we want stability, maybe we should ensure the Krogan stay. What if it was Morda?
You are out of your mind.
It's definitely unorthodox.
Hager would be stable for us.
Meridian doesn't mean done. Catter's still out there. A Pathfinder is the obvious choice for stability. For us.
But hardly the empowering one.
Same old bullshit.
So those are the 4 choices. I'm going with Bradley. Bradley gets my support.
This representative should be one of the people actually doing the work. First outpost, first ambassador. Bradley's my choice.
Safe enough. Nothing disruptive from Meridian's opening day.
Something by the book for once. Sarah is feeling better? Good. This decision, the policy and protocol, that's not what your victory was about. There's more to life than this.
Discovered SAM node.
Integration of Hyperion systems is ongoing. Our SAM node will be accessible on return visits to Meridian.
Bah. Fine, I'll wait.
That viability bump clears the way for a lot of new colonists. We're accelerating.
Ryder, enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Callow.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I thought I'd leave them to it. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
Want a career change?
Thinking of trading in your pilot's chair for some muddy boots?
Not even slightly. I know what I'm good for. I don't pretend to understand everything, but Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
I'll need you.
I can't do this without a good pilot. Or a great pilot.
How about a pilot determined to help his friends? I've learned a lot from you, Ryder. And Gil. Though, please don't tell him that. Things will change now. But that's all right. Nothing's ever really lost.
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening. Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Iora Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darlavas Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
Placements officer.
Darlavas Hyperion. Placements officer?
As our developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vast Meridian?
I keep Vas Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
Chief of Operations.
Iora Pillay. You're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
Reconstruction.
Hunter Kelly, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
Second wave.
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First wave out of cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Glad to meet you all.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aye, what they said.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll pay it forward, I swear.
Hello, Ryder. So this is how you all party, hmm? Pretty tame, but don't tell the host I said that. Meridian is amazing, though. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
I needed you.
Couldn't have done it without you and the Resistance. But mostly you.
That's kind. I'm glad I rose to meet your expectations. To think that when we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshai. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people and mine. Together.
Happily ever after.
It's like a fairy tale. Do you have those? Where everyone walks off into the sunset holding hands?
At a time like this, I think it's strange that you can't resist making a joke.
I can't, so. Jal, our people... Actually, no, I can't.
Actually, I kind of like it.
Memorial.
Arc Hyperion, departed Milky Way 2185, arrived Andromeda 2819. Current status recorded as Meridian.
Well, narrator guy is getting work.
Please select a topic.
Memorial to the Lost.
Arc Hyperion has been declared a monument to those who lost their lives in service of the Initiative. A plaque has been placed at the highest point of the Hyperion superstructure. It reads, "We turned our backs upon a dwindling star to chase a dawn beyond our childhood's end."
Defense and landing.
The Hyperion was shepherded to its resting place by a coalition of allies who stood as one against the Ket Archon. Pathfinder Scott Ryder spearheaded the defense and remains assigned to Arc Hyperion despite its reclassification. Landing Day has been proposed as a cluster-wide holiday. Status, pending.
Hyperion decommissioning.
While decommissioned as a vessel, the superstructure silhouette of Arc Hyperion will be maintained in perpetuity. All internal structures are being adapted for sleeper deployment and future industrial and residential development. These internal structures have been designated as Port Meridian.
Meridian integration.
The transformation of Arc Hyperion into Port Meridian continues both above and below the surface. This includes the planned integration of Initiative and Remnant technologies, pending further research. Port Meridian is currently powered by repurposed Tantalus drive cores, which require the frequent discharge of static energy. This causes a unique visual phenomena during Meridian's night cycle that has been dubbed Aurora Meridiani.
Log off. Okay, we have an email terminal. Interfacing long-term damage. Reporting Dr. Harry Carlisle. Assisting Dr. Lexi Tapero, Sam. The ability to activate Remnant technology without the SAM is an amazing adaptation, but the Ryder siblings have worked that muscle very hard in a limited time. Sam reports that at least in the Pathfinder's case, normal brain function has not been affected. However, we can observe scarring on the occipital lobe and hippocampus. This fits with assumptions that Remnant regarding interocular transfer and long-term memory. There are also stress markers throughout the corpus callosum, suggesting Remnant activation requires some deviation from cooperative hemispheric function. I'm not going there in this report. That split brain business has always skeeved me out. Recommendations: ongoing monitoring of the Ryder siblings, restriction of Remnant interfacing, unless Sam assists. This was one hell of a Hail Mary, and we all got lucky. Let's not push it. Notes to shut Tan up. 1. Regarding what did the Archon actually do and will it kill us? Please summarize this in a form that Director Tan can easily digest. I'd like him off my ass at our earliest convenience. We're examining everything, including the Archon's eye, his Omnitool equivalent. Many functions remain unknown and seem specific to exaltation, forwarded to genetics, regarding Krogan. It appears to allow the Archon to externally manipulate the SAM connection, but it's unclear how useful the Archon's own data will be. He clearly wasn't aware how difficult it would be to attempt to interface with Meridian, despite observing the hemorrhaging the Pathfinder suffered while interfacing with far smaller Remnant elements. The data from SAM suggests the Archon managed to poke some form of maintenance protocol. The Remnant that he summoned were enacting some form of corrupted cleaning behavior. The architect was itself in some state of construction/disrepair. As for Meridian's activation, that was not the Archon. The simplest analogy is that touching any system was akin to approaching a motion-detecting light. As soon as ships approached, Meridian began to transition out of dormancy. Then we have notes to shut Tan up too. Also regarding what did the Archon actually do and will it kill us? Continued. Could Meridian be weaponized? Technically, anything can be weaponized if you throw it hard enough. Note, do not say that to Tan. We're getting into who are the Jardan and what did they intend territory. Signs point to Meridian being a life lab or seed world, and that includes aggressive terraforming through networked vaults. This could be dangerous, but while it is tempting to look at the purge state of vaults and wonder if that could be turned into a planet-wide event, we've seen no evidence of that capability. Do not send the below section to Tan. Not helpful. Some pedant says that ever since the 2037 outbreak on Earth, every military-run human lab has had protocols for emergency sterilization of facilities. Solarians have similar failsafes, again in military facilities. Has anyone asked whether the Meridian Sphere and connected vaults were considered civilian enterprises? We know that the Scourge was a weapon, and that the Jardan were deliberately targeted, but we've no indication why. Seems like we'd want to know that. Angara showing affinity. Useful? Security evaluation. Apex collected. Status ongoing. We've already hosted multiple Angaran factional heads. Separate concerns have been logged for 2 of those. Panel Project and Aya 1. We're making liberal use of their expertise. It's possible that some of Meridian was designed for them to access. They can't, of course. But they've been no end of help about adapting our technology to integrate somewhat into the Meridian power structure. The Angara welcome any access, and we're glad to host it. No doubt some of them are interested in their connection to the Jardan. It's jarring enough to have a creator, but one that was here only centuries ago? It'd be all over this place. End log. Angara showing affinity. Alert. Security addendum. SAM override. Attendees. Data missing. Speaker 1. The revelations on Havarl are problematic. We've never encountered a species designed to pass information through their genetics, nor do we know the limits of this function. Speaker 2. If they retain information, can we access it? Maybe the Angara can remember how to work Meridian? Speaker 1. That isn't the right question. If they can retain information, can they also receive it? Receive instruction. Have they already? Speaker 2. Well, that's just... You mean sleeper agents. Speaker 1. Shut that off and wipe... In log. Interfacing. Budgeting request. Interfacing going forward. Special budgeting request. Reporting. Data missing. SAM override. As of today, the Ryder siblings are still the only people able to directly interface with Remnant, and only the SAM connection allows the Pathfinder to do it without damage. It is a self-limiting adaptation, but there was a time when there was only one human biotic, and the mistake of the day was to say she was the only one rather than the first. This ability is demonstrably trainable. We must assume that, like biotics, it is something that can be assisted and will spread in future. To avoid the violence of Subject White, and to avoid the mistakes of BAAT training at Gagarin, we must begin preparations now. We live inside a machine made by aliens we can't comprehend. The next person to control Remnant cannot be an accident. Welcome to New Zero. Let's be ready. Autopsy and handling. Subject Archon. Reporting exobiologist Dr. Vieira Palina. Subject, the Archon. Species, Ket. Age, unknown. Cause of death. The jokes will cease. The cause of death is not Pathfinder. I may be second wave and didn't see the fight, but there are no monsters in my morgue. This being will be afforded the respect of our profession, especially since the cause of death could have direct consequences should our Pathfinder continue to manipulate Remnant, or others seek training in their use. While the structures of the Ket brain are unknown in purpose and, perhaps, design, the damage to tissue is obvious. When the devices of Meridian were denied an external power source, they in part drew from the Archon's own augmentations. This repeated surge and transfer inflicted internal burns and, shockingly, lacerations. However, it is my opinion that these injuries, while severe, were survivable. I say this because I have personal history with treatment of biotics who have strained too far and damaged themselves. The fatal element here is different. The use of Remnant is not just a physical strain. It seems to draw some part of the mind into the manipulated element, a division of consciousness. I am in theoretical territory here, but this is my analysis. The Archon overextended his faculties within Meridian. When the Pathfinder took control of the power, the Archon was not just depowered, he was, for lack of a better term, severed from himself. I need more time with the Archon's remains, and dedicated facilities. A full team. The study of this one being could last lifetimes.
Thank you, Pathfinder. You're why we're here.
Hey, Ryder. How's Sarah?
Much better.
There might be 2 Riders around soon. Imagine. The Hyperion's forming scientific teams. Gotta start studying what we have. I may have helped them organize.
Wonder what they'll find.
That'll be exciting. Meridian rewrites all kinds of physical laws.
Maybe they'll name a new law after you. Something about never staying in one place. This is a new cradle for humanity. That's a big idea. Bigger than I'd imagined. So maybe building those teams was smart. Small steps to understand all this, until we're at the top of the mountain.
And seeing the next horizon.
Can't deny it. I'm game for more. With so much power in our hands, you think it'll be okay?
Let's find out.
Cora, sometimes you just have to leap out there and see where it takes you.
Yeah? I guess you do. Whatever happens, you gave everyone an incredible gift. Nice job, Pathfinder.
I'm waiting for my wife to be brought out of cryo. Then I really start.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour.
I had help.
You were pretty heroic yourself.
I have my moments. Guess you'll be heading out soon?
Still a lot to do. Meridian's just one step toward making Helios our home.
Yeah, but a damn big one. You deserve to celebrate. And I deserve another drink. Cheers, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I'm told there will soon be a new voice representing Helios.
None other of your leaders claiming to know what we need.
It was an impossible choice, Ephra. There's no name that would represent everyone. Though the one chosen definitely represents someone. Don't they, Pathfinder?
We had to start somewhere.
No one's pretending this is ideal, but it's a start.
That's irrelevant. Things started long before any of you arrived. The only important question is, what will continue? Higher of GX's, Pathfinder. To better tomorrows.
Kinda pissy. I killed your greatest enemy. A little respect, I did save you too.
The last thing they said before cryo was the Pathfinder will see us through. They weren't wrong.
Scott, kept a seat for you. In your planet, that's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Sarah woke up. How's she doing?
Healthy and difficult.
She'd be angry if I said anything but great. Which means, great.
Stubborn as hell. I hear it runs in the family. Hey, know who I just talked to? A second wave technician, fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. It's really feeling like home, you know? Finally. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
The details are overwhelming.
There's so much here. It'll be years before we even know where to start.
Don't need starters. Starters are a dime a dozen. We need finishers. And we have the best. I'm looking at you, Pathfinder Rider. The whole galaxy is. Cheers.
Hi, Ryder.
Pathfinder, here! So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
I don't get it.
So, white noise?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Ark Kira. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further updates. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Ark. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Keela Sia wasn't destroyed.
You're sure about this?
It's patchy. And there's no traceable vector, I assume?
It bounced through the Scourge. I've doubled long-range probes, but...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from... wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't want to be found yet. We have to trust their Pathfinder.
All we can do is wait.
Interesting. Quarians. I miss the Quarians. The other ones I don't care too much about, but Quarians! Well, I actually didn't like the Quarians that much. But there was, wow, I can't even remember her name. Oh my god, what was her name? The Quarian. Well, whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about if you played the original trilogy. It'll come to me in a second, and then I'll feel very stupid. Anyways, emails here. A signal. Holy shit. Login. Comm Specialist Enzo Ames. Okay, calm down. There's something. It's been bounced who knows how many times. Her name's Tally. It finally came to me. I don't know why I couldn't remember Tally. But Tally. I like Tally. None of the other Quarians. Anyways, back to this. Alright, we'll just start over. Okay, calm down. There's something. It's been bounced who knows how many times, and it's patchy as hell. But I know an ARC signature when I see it. Arkila Sia. It's out there. It's damaged, or something. I put probes out, but with the Scourge, who knows where it is. I'm logging everything, and I mean everything. If a spitbug burps on EOS, I'm parsing it. Because the worst thing, the signal isn't a distress call, it's a warning. End log. Resource deficit. Trackers? Login, Security P. Moses. This is an official complaint. Addison can stop the reports, but I know what I know, and the long-range scans show it. The resource deficit isn't some outlaw shooting up our ships. The reason they're all through and reporting no losses is because it's auto-enacted skimming, an emergency drop triggered by backdoor codes. The good director can swear up and down that no trackers were deployed, but they're out there, and they'll be targeting wherever we work the hardest. End log. Exogeo Studies and Planetary Detection. Login Elise Morgana. The Scourge continues to defy our best efforts to see through it without costly physical force. Flying blind is not viable. Despite the continued reassurance that only remnant drive systems act as attractors to the charged energies within, until we understand the full mechanism of this weapon, and we must remember that it is a weapon, we need other means of navigating it. Governor Xi has been especially forthcoming in the weeks following the claiming of Meridian. We have received additional data about Scourge eddies that has allowed deeper scans. It is hinted at the reason why the Angara were reluctant to provide such information. Additional planetary systems, and I presume, additional Angaran colonies. I must repeat that it is only a hint, and that I've assured Xi that my concerns are purely navigational. But given the aggression of even the remaining Ket, I can't fault her caution. End log. Long-range comet studies. Reporting, Technician Daisy Sturgis. Subject, persistent celestial events. As we wake more specialists and focus on traditional astronomical studies, we're tracking several unique phenomena throughout the cluster. The Scourge continues to mask long-range mapping, but in this case, it's actually helped. We're tracking a group of comets with peculiar mass signatures, suggesting they are exceptionally high in the pure precious ores. In fact, Alphonse has nicknamed them the Precious Few. We don't have many ships with the speed to approach, but observations would be valuable in every sense. Comet Tomoko's Arrow, Comet Revolver, Comet Jim Dandy, Comet Dawnstar, Comet Tallulah.
Ready. So, Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the... Hey, Ryder.
Heard any gossip?
What's the word on the street?
Ryder saves the day, Pathfinder of the century. You know, the usual.
Still?
Get used to it. They're gonna name things after you when you die, and probably even before. So we heading out again soon? Oh, she's all grown up, leaving home, doesn't need me anymore. That'll be the day. We'll handle my deals on this end while I'm gone.
You've worked out a system?
Sounds like you two have a good arrangement.
It's getting there. A little trust goes a long way. Helios has really turned into the fresh start I wanted, in so many ways. And now with Meridian, we're really going to make this place ours. I can't wait. You know where to find me when you're ready.
There's hope in data. Always is.
Kid. Sorry, Ryder.
You can call me Kid.
You know what? You can call me Kid. It's kind of nice, actually.
I won't tell anyone you said that, kid. This place is something else.
We can explore now.
We can finally start doing what we were supposed to do when we first got here. Explore.
Speaking of that, I sent out the Nakmor scouts. Nearly drowned me in reports until I pointed them at Tan. Told him to be extra wordy just for him.
He'll love that.
He wanted the job, he can have the reports. It's not over, you know. There'll be more Ket and whatever else is waiting out there.
It'll be an adventure.
I know, right? It's going to be so much fun.
Fighting for all the right reasons. You're right, it'll be fun.
The Machine of Life. For Nexus Technical Record. Jardan Language Study. Reporting Tig Vilan. Linguistics. We are beginning to suss out operational files, but identifying is different than understanding. Are we sure we should poke this thing? I'm starting to think even the Jardan were concerned by Meridian.
Even these Jardan were surprised at what they created.
It is not uncommon for a creator to be surpassed by their creation.
Couldn't anyone else have said that?
Oh yeah! Get down! Wow, that guy's going at it.
Well, hello.
Hello yourself.
Eyes front, try not to swoon. I want you.
Not very practical.
This isn't really the time or place now, is it?
That's the problem with you, Scott. No sense of adventure. Well, let's get this show on the road. Meridian looks great, but, you know, been there, done that.
Meridian is the key.
We'll be here a lot. This place is the key to everything.
You're right. I love keys. They open all sorts of new things. Helios is changing, and will be for a long time. I'm just antsy. Don't want to miss a thing. Oh, I almost forgot. The device we got out of the volcano? Gil thinks it might someday allow me to program real personality into Pock and Zap.
That's all I need. A robot cracking wise while I'm in a firefight.
Oh, you're always so serious. Enjoy the moment. We're here to celebrate, remember?
Oh, you're gonna get it.
What am I gonna do with you, PB?
I'll send you a list. For now, you're right. The galaxy isn't going anywhere. Let's have some fun.
Future Potential and Protocol. For Nexus Technical Record, Jardan Language Study. Reporting Tig Vilan Linguistics. Jardan technology remains inscrutable. We can't even determine their intent in building Meridian. Impartial translations only serve to provoke concerns. Research is ongoing.
What does this mean, Sam?
The language is imprecise, or perhaps too precise, but the potential capacity of Meridian is clear.
Unlimited.
Alright, we gotta get in on this. Let's do this.
Looking good, Ryder.
Not quite as into it as them, but not bad, Ryder. Not bad.
Meridian, huh? I see it every day, and I'm still amazed. We're really starting to put down roots. It's wonderful. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
What about the Tempest?
We still need you on the ship.
I'm not giving up the Tempest, Ryder. I just also hope to be involved with the Angaran scientists. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish? I'm getting all misty just thinking about it.
So when's the party?
Joint research body cooperation with the Angara? You're planning a party, right?
Of course. Nothing builds a team like a good whiskey and a laugh. You'd better show up, Ryder. We wouldn't be here if not for you.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Still standing?
Still standing.
Then I did my job. Somehow. Nothing more need be said.
Like I believe that.
I'll remember that the next time you chew me out for getting hurt.
So will I, Ryder. So will I.
Can't believe you made it. Pathfinder, thanks for the invite to the party.
I didn't organize anything.
Not this. Landing day. That was worth jumping galaxies.
I like your style, Burtak.
Hey, Ryder. Jill is walking the walk. The procedure took. I'm gonna be a dad.
Congratulations.
I'm thinking Mary if it's a girl, Deanne if it's a boy. Mary, Deanne, Marie Deanne. Pretty cool, right?
Well, it's definitely worse names. It is, or better ask Jill. It is.
Pretty cool.
Knew you'd like it. So, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? You getting used to any of this yet? Meridian? The dream becoming a reality?
Pinch me.
It's a lot to take in. I'm still in the pinching myself phase.
Well, I'm sure everyone here would be happy to line up and give you a pinch. But so you know, I've got the Tempest topped out and ready. You want to blow this hot dog stand? Just say the word. Callow's out there somewhere, time one on. If we're really sneaky, he won't even notice we're gone.
Who's flying then? You?
Why the hell not? I'm a quick study. How hard can it be?
And you're gonna be a dad?
You better get this nonsense out of your system in the next 9 months, you know.
Little Mary's gonna have a fun dad.
Honored to see you, Pathfinder.
Glad to have you.
A fantastic turn of fortune for the Hyperion. Perhaps one day the Partero can expect the same. In not quite so dramatic a fashion, hopefully. I heard about those Keb.
Well, okay. So, we need to return to the Tempest to continue exploring. We're done at this party.
Looking good, Ryder.
Heading out zone.
Leaving so soon?
I still have work to do.
I can't stop thinking of what I could be doing. How much is still out there?
I feel the same. It's a strange type of hunger that changes galaxies. I'm new to this role myself. The training didn't cover how to honor your peers. There's no protocol. Your father invented this role, but you defined it.
Let's go exploring.
This is great and all, but it feels weird to be on a ship that isn't moving. We're explorers. There's more to see out there. Let's go find it.
Okay. We completed that quest. It put me in my codex, which is interesting. So the journey so far is new. Finding a home. The Nexus Council. You nominated August Bradley, the initiative's first outpost leader, as interim ambassador for the Nexus. A choice that Director Addison respected as in line with intended initiative protocol. I didn't care about the protocol, I just liked Bradley. Okay, plans and locations is just a scourge, so nothing new there.
Sam, that's
100% viability on all known UNCs, Pathfinder. Please access the Tempest VidCon for an important update.
Tempest VidCon. All right.
So, we completed that priority up, and we got a new one. The world is waiting for getting 100% on each planet, which we'll be doing on the next video. So, we're done for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.